Hi, I'm David Ballard from Global Care Africa, standing on this beautiful beach here on the Gold Coast. But you know, thousands of miles away in Africa, it's a different story. I remember the first year that I went and I was taken to a village called Chankosa, which is just 17 kilometres from Kabwe, which is a major centre in Zambia. It took us over 2 hours to get there in a Datsun ute. When we got there, we arrived to a village of 20,000 people. We were taken to this old mud hut. Now this mud hut had dirt floors. The only two pieces of furniture were an old table and an old dilapidated couch. And I said, what is this? And they said, this is our birthing clinic. And I said, just last week, two ladies were in here giving birth on dirt floors, mind you, and both of them had run into difficulties. And the only way that they had to get them into Kabwe General Hospital was on the back of a bullock dray. And needless to say, by the time those ladies got into Kabwe, both the mothers and the babies had died. Now the next day, in conjunction with To The Nations, which is headed up by Chris and Angela Shadbolt, we started digging trenches to dig a new clinic. Now, I wasn't able to be there when the clinic was finished, but I've since been back there and I've seen the finished product, a new clinic, hospital beds, clean medical supplies. There'd been 32 babies born when I was there last year, not one death. There's now a permanent nurse who's in that village 2 days a week. There's a medical outreach that spends 3 days of every month in that village. The village is a lot healthier now. Since then, we built a one-room school while I was there as well. Since then, that school has been increased to 5 rooms, such as is the keenness, I suppose, of the young children to learn. And I've just heard recently they just built their own shop there. So the village is really expanding because of the work of not only To The Nations, but also the work of Operation Lift from Mackay and Global Care Africa. Global Care Africa, we spend a lot of time fundraising to get containers to Africa. We collect medical supplies, we collect anything at all, school supplies. Well, we've recently given 86 school desks from East Bundaberg School. Now those school desks are of vital importance to all of Africa, to educate these young ones who are just so hungry for education. And the biggest problem that I see in Africa is a lack of education. There's just so much that we can do. Yeah? The biggest problem we had, of course, is money. And that's what we need. And I unashamedly ask anybody who sees this video, give as much money as you can to Global Care Africa to help these poor people. Thank you.